You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into some really interesting tech updates today. I feel like things are moving faster than ever.
It really does. Just trying to keep up is, well, it's part of the fun, I suppose. Lots to cover.
Okay, let's kick things off with SpaceX.
Oh.
Starship 10 had a test flight described as nearly flawless.
Uh-huh. Which, in SpaceX terms, means...
Right. It means it went up, it came back down, but, there was an engine shutdown mid-flight, some flaps got a bit singed.
It's a bit crispy.
Yeah, and then a pretty significant explosion near the back after landing. But, hey, nearly flawless.
It's that iterative process, isn't it? Fail fast, learn fast. Even with the dramatic bits, getting it back down is a huge step.
Absolutely. And Elon Musk is still talking about a crewless Mars mission by 2026. So they're not slowing down despite the fireworks.
That timeline is still incredibly ambitious, but each of these tests, even the ones ending in explosions, pushes them closer. There's a different philosophy from, traditional aerospace.
Definitely. Okay, shifting from space rocks to something maybe a bit more down to earth, but still kind of mind-bending. Google's AI. They call it the Nano banana model.
Right, for Gemini. It's about image editing.
Exactly. And the big deal seems to be this unrivaled consistency.
Right.
It, remembers details if you keep editing an image, and it can merge different pictures together really smoothly.
Yeah, that consistency part is, I think, the real game changer here. For anyone doing creative work, or even just, playing around with images, having the AI remember context, not messing up details from one edit to the next, that makes it so much more practical. Less frustrating rework.
Makes sense. It moves it from a cool toy to maybe a proper tool.
Precisely. Could save professionals a ton of time and unlock new creative avenues.
Okay, let's pivot again. Geopolitics and satellites. China's Guowang megaconstellation. Sounds like more than just internet service.
There's growing analysis suggesting it could give the Chinese military a significant tactical advantage, particularly in the Western Pacific.
And it's run by a company called China SatNet, which is, maybe not the most transparent operation.
It's state-established, yes.
Okay.
And the strategic side is interesting. Their satellites are apparently at a higher altitude compared to, say, Starlink.
Oh. What does that mean practically?
Well, it means they potentially need fewer satellites to get similar global or regional coverage. It's a different approach to the same challenge, potentially more efficient in some ways.
Fewer targets, too, maybe. Interesting. Okay, quick hits for the developers listening. First up, something called RV.
Ah, yes, the Ruby version manager written in Rust.
That's the one. Manages Ruby versions and their gems, apparently auto switches, and can install Ruby 3.4 really fast, like 1 second flat on Maco and Ubuntu.
Yeah, tools like this are just brilliant for streamlining workflow. Anything that reduces setup friction is a win, saves so much time.
And another handy browser tool, Copy is CURL. Lets you grab a network request right out of the DevTools.
Super useful for debugging. You can replicate exactly what the browser sent right in your terminal. Just one word of warning there.
Right. Be careful what you paste.
Exactly. If that request includes session cookies or authentication tokens or any sensitive data, you definitely don't want to be pasting that CURL command into a public chat or anything like that.
Good point. Security first. Okay, let's tackle the big one. AI and jobs. Stanford economists put out some research. Sounds a bit worrying.
It does raise concerns. They found AI seems to be, in their words, profoundly limiting job prospects for some younger people.
Especially in fields where tasks can be automated easily, like some aspects of software development.
That's one area highlighted, yeah. But it's not just about jobs disappearing. There's this concept called the leverage paradox.
Okay, what's that?
Well, AI makes executing certain tasks easier, right? It takes less effort. But paradoxically, staying competitive overall might actually require more effort because the baseline standard is rising so fast.
So the tools get better, but the race gets harder.
Kind of. The key seems to be focusing on skills AI complements rather than replaces. Things like, critical thinking, creativity, complex problem solving, emotional intelligence, the human stuff.
So leaning into what makes us human, essentially, makes sense. And speaking of AI strategies, quick thought on Apple. Their whole integrated system, the M-series chips, the tight software control, that's why maybe by 86 PCs haven't quite matched them in some areas. And they seem to be doing smaller AI deals, not huge splashes.
Yeah, that vertical integration is their superpower, really. It lets them optimize hardware and software together in ways that are much harder when you have separate companies doing different pieces, like in the typical PC world.
Right. It gives them that performance and efficiency edge and probably lets them control the AI integration more carefully.
It's a very deliberate long game strategy, I think. Less about jumping on every trend, more about integrating things deeply when they're ready.
Wow, okay. We've covered a lot of ground there. From rockets exploding constructively to AI changing images and maybe careers. Quite the landscape. This was the vocal technologist, by the way, diving into the tech scene.
It really is a landscape in constant motion. And it leaves you thinking, doesn't it? With all these advancements, but also these new challenges emerging, how do we keep up? Not just as individuals learning new skills, but as a society adapting? What's the one thing from today that really sticks with you that you'll be thinking about tomorrow?
Spoken Tech for your ears.